And the splurge of TGS trailers continues. Splurge, oh, that's a lovely word. The splurge continues with Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer Comrades finally getting a trailer. So Comrades is the multiplayer co-op game that we recently had an online test for, and I'm going to say it straight, guys. This is Square's last chance to really win me with their DLCs, because for the longest part they've been saying that storyline and fleshing out is really important to them, that they didn't do it enough in the game, and they admit that, and that they're going to do it during the DLCs. Well, here we are, almost a year later, and most all of them have been gameplay. So the Gladiolus was pretty much gameplay, the Chocobo Carnival, the Assassins, the list goes on. They've just really been gameplay experiences, and to me, I think 15 had plenty of gameplay value. In fact, to me, it almost had too much gameplay. What with the dungeons, what with the world, what with all the features. We have had enough gameplay, Square. So with this being set during the Dark World, and it's kind of evident, and Square even confirmed it themselves, Goofy headset engaged, this has to be good. This has to be good, but let's give it a watch. Come on.
Peggy 16.
Bring me the story. Dark World Fields. Ooh, what a lovely song. Okay. Going into the crystal. The king vanished into the light. Dark World! Dark World. Darkness overran the earth. Oh, don't just show me cutscenes from the fucking game. An age devoid of hope. Okay, some Kingsglaive. Yes, this is their tale. Okay. Oh, the flyes. Yes, they disappeared from Versus 13. It's Nobu Uematsu. That's why it sounds so good. Sid. Destiny. The gameplay was so good. The combat mechanics and features are... There she is! Hurley, who gives a shit about you? Tau Cat, no one really cares about you either. Tau Cat looks very young. What a song! What a song! Okay. 31st of October. I don't know if that's a new date. I didn't know that. Oh, October! Oh my! Oh, good googly moogly! By the beard of Zeus! Woo. Okay. What a song. I'm going to say the song was the best part of that trailer. Actually, no, I take that back. It was a pretty good trailer. There wasn't that much to get crazy excited about because it don't really explain that much. Other than the fact that the characters, those main characters appearing, Iris. Iris Amasisha. Man, I'm just dying to see more of Iris, to be honest. She was one of my favourite female characters coming out of the game. And I was really hoping with this Dark World that she'd be Demon Slayer, that she'd be learning under Corleonis. I don't know, perhaps this will be the setup to it. Corleonis is kind of leading the Kingsglaive. Maybe we'll see sort of her undertake some of her training, but she ain't going to be Demon Slayer, which... And also the fact that Tau Cat doesn't look like he's aged a damn day. It looks like this is taking place just as Noctis has left. I kind of thought it'd be a few years in, so that things could have devolved a little, got a bit darker. But as you can see, even just from the trailer, it's not true darkness yet. So, whoo, really exciting though. Some of the combat mechanics, even just from the online test, was slick. So yeah, gameplay-wise, again, I can't fault it. Where they're going to go with that story, probably, I don't know. There seem to be some cool shots in there that seem to be quite cutscene-y or cinematic or story-ish. Driving a Tau Cat's car, seeing the Exoneris power plant, those flyer things. We did hear about those supposedly not getting cut. They were back in Versus 13, or actually kind of more towards the transition. It actually started becoming 15. We saw them flying in the red sky, so they're back. Hopefully we get to fight them. And What the hell are they? They're kind of just these giant skeletal. I don't know. Maybe we'll have some kind of really cool aerial combat because we are Kingsglaive and we can warp strike. So I know Aranea, we're in the game where we had the aerial combat with her. I really don't think they made enough of aerial combat, so it'd be sick to see that come back with some friends. And yeah, just for anyone who doesn't know, that was Nobu Uematsu, that gorgeous little piece there. Don't know who the singer was, and I know there's a lot of new people in the fan base who probably don't know who he is. Uematsu has been with the company since 1985. He did all of the soundtracking for the earliest Final Fantasies, the golden era of Final Fantasies, and since then he left, I think, back in I think it was back during the rebranding when Squaresoft became Square Enix. I think Uematsu stayed on for like a year or two, but then they moved offices and he couldn't actually get there, so he had to retire. But since then, in retirement, he's kind of been running Distant World, still producing awesome soundtracks for the fan base, or the franchise, sorry. He did some for 14, I believe, and yeah, 31st of October. So just looking at the comment section, it's a bit mixed. I can understand why, you know, a lot of people saying if that was supposed to get me hyped for this DLC, then you fucked up. That's quite a highly liked comment. I've got to agree. For a lot of people who don't really know what Comrades DLC is at all, that trailer doesn't really, I mean, it does explain it. I think if people were aware that this is really going to be the Dark World and you kind of pitched it like that, Square, which I can see you've tried to do in this trailer. I think because that was a gameplay trailer, that I think you should have gone with the story trailer, but it's still really good, and that's actually got me more excited for Comrades. I don't give a shit what other people think. I'm just super buzzed for this delicious, underaged, I mean, DLC gameplay value thing. Personally, I can only really see this DLC doing kind of mediocre well or not well at all. I don't think it's really going to take off because I think the DLC stuff has been too dragged out by this point. I do have a bit of a concern because if it doesn't take off, and the fact that the comment section isn't entirely sold, it's kind of 50-50. I'm kind of concerned because if it doesn't get enough players, then they're not going to get the they're not going to keep supporting it. We're not going to get new outfits, we're not going to get new weapons, we're not going to get new quests, and I could really see Square ending it early if this doesn't take off. I hope it does, and I just hope you really see the potential with what you've got with this, because I mean, co-op and multiplayer was never going to go down terribly well with Final Fantasy fans. We kind of have had online support and what with the MMOs 11 and 14. We have had our online games, but you know, I can see the comments. A lot of people are like, co-op, Final Fantasy, really? Is this what Final Fantasy is? Is it multiplayer? All those kind of questions. Again, I think it all gets back to the same thing. Doing so much focus on more gameplay features and whatnot, I think that is just too bogged down. Am I the only one who thinks that? There's so much. I mean, you could do so much in-game, now you could do so much in the DLCs. That, yeah, I think this being pitched as another gameplay experience for people, I don't think they're going to be sold, but it is actually quite different. So you've got the shields, you've got different weapons, and the Kingsglaive kind of operate differently to how Noctis and the Bros operate. I really hope Libertas appears. Swiggly swooty, there it is. Hold on to your butts. What do you think about it, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Did that trailer sell you? Are you hyped for this? What are you having for dinner tonight? What colour underpants are you wearing? So it does look like it is actually set during Big Lestalum as well. I kind of said the little outpost we at was Old Lestalum, sort of the smaller version, and that we'd be going to the main city, and I just noticed, yes. Yeah. Main Lestalum, yes, and that's where Iris and Taucat, I think, that's where they dropped off. Oh, hold up. Taucat's wearing, oh, wait, why is he wearing Sydney Orum's hat? Guess he's been given a job at the Hammerhead station. I think that's what it is. All I know is heart's gonna break because old Taucat, he's a sexy man. A sexy, sexy man, and I would have really liked this to be set much further into the Dark World than what it seemingly is. But there it is. I'm gonna play the absolute knob off of this when it comes out. Until the next video. Coop-o.